Most of the world says that means 12 years of school, 4 years of college, and 6 years of grad school. But what you often end up with is no job, not even joking. On the plus side, at least your Reddit post about unemployment will be grammatically perfect. If the title didn't give it away, becoming smart is actually pretty simple, even if you think you're genetically doomed. Compared to most animals, you're already wildly overpowered. When people say they want to be smarter, they usually mean learn useful money-making skills, solve problems, ideally for money, get good grades, understand hard stuff, and flex it. Sound smart in conversation, just enough to gain respect without being a nerd. The problem is that most advice online is too vague or philosophical. It only works if you're Oprah or Socrates. And when you look for concrete tips, you get the same recycled stuff. Eat blueberries, drink black coffee, sleep more, exercise, listen to classical music, take IQ tests. Sure, those things help, but at some point, you actually have to learn things. Even past geniuses spent their days at a desk with 2 to 4 hours of sleep. So what actually works that isn't some copy-pasted list from a Facebook post or a motivational quote from a subway wall? The answer is read. What kind of reading? Fiction helps you read faster, expands your vocabulary, and dialogue can even feel like socializing. Non-fiction? That's your ticket to sounding knowledgeable in conversation, if you do it right. For example, crazy how we evolved from chimps, right? Tempting to say, well, actually, but that's a great way to become instantly unlikable instead. Yeah, it is. I read that humans and chimps evolved side by side. I always thought we came from them, but I guess it's more complex. Same fact, way better delivery. Sound smart, stay humble, and people will actually listen. So how do you find good books? It's simple. Pick a topic you care about, say cleaning. Google books on that topic. You'll probably find one. It might even accidentally end up on your device via a certain website. Now that you've got it, you can pick out interesting facts for conversation and learn practical skills. Before learning any skill, here are 2 things to know. If you don't practice, your brain will treat the info as useless and forget it. You only need about 20% of the knowledge to master 80% of the skill. This is called the learning curve. Most progress comes early if you actually do stuff. Watching someone tie a tie doesn't teach you how. You have to tie the tie yourself. Same goes for books. If you read a chapter about cleaning, go clean a room, any room. You'll remember it forever. But what if you can't practice right now? Say you read how to jumpstart a car. Don't have 2 cars? No problem. Just imagine the situation. Watch a video, pretend it's your car, mentally walk through every step. Visualization tricks your brain into thinking it used the info, so it sticks. That's basically what school does. You learn something you won't use for years, so the teacher gives you a test to simulate real use. It forces your brain to care at least until the test is over, and it forgets everything. Some people swear by spaced repetition or mind mapping, but the best way to learn is practice questions. They replicate real-life use. If you don't have any, make your own. Pretend your life depends on knowing the parts of a cell.